Y'all doing this morning? I said, I'm back again after I just did a little story, y'all. I'm silly, but what's good, everybody? I'm back. Back for the mess of the mess today. So we got a couple of things to get into real quick. Today is just getting ready to get started. I said, I'll be back later with what's going on in, you know, the blogs and stuff later on, because ain't nothing came out yet. But this is a little stuff that I got a hold to, from yesterday. I get a hold to a lot of stuff. I just don't have time to put it all together. But I threw a little something together just for y'all, just to hold y'all over. The whole y'all over. But let's get into some stuff real quick. And hold up. Let's get into some stuff. Let's start off with first, like, share, subscribe, and join the channel. It's your boy Paul. So let's get down to the mess. So first up, we got up. Let's get it up. I said, so there's, the Trey Songz situation that's going on where he was at the Ivy. Apparently I forgot. His lawyer actually came. His lawyer came out to let us know that paparazzi was the cause of everything. The paparazzi was the reason why things were such a mess of a mess, and he was trying to get away from the things and stuff. They try to blame it on paparazzi, but I said, sir, the way the video was shown and everything that we seen, there was a lot of people around. We seen the person cuss you out, a woman going off and whatever, and then we got that. Then all of a sudden, the owner wanted a picture with you, and he tried to get the lady out of there, and then you get ready to go and you hit the cameraman. You saying there was paparazzi. Paparazzi was being aggressive. Your lawyer team said paparazzi was being aggressive and everything was all up in the artist's face. I said, huh? It was. I said it was a crowd of people, but I said you literally from the video footage, literally attacked, and I mean you attacked that man. You attacked the cameraman. You literally was walking up to him and you just hit him. You kept hitting him. You destroyed this man's equipment, and so apparently the man is right here. This is the cameraman, allegedly. This is the cameraman. So he was with whoever, he was with some homeboy. And they just did a video. The homeboy actually ended up telling what happened. So it's like your story is a little bit, it seemed like your lawyer team is telling something different from what everybody else is telling. Like, this is the cameraman who camera got destroyed. And the people that was with him said that, yeah, he destroyed the camera. My homeboy got hit. He got hit. His equipment got destroyed by Trey Songz. All because something with him and a lady, it got heated. Argument got heated. And that was it. I said, so it's like there's different stories coming out with this whole Trey Songz incident. But I said, from the footage of what was shown, at the end of the day, you assaulted him. That's just, I'm going off what I see. My eyes see what I see. You assaulted that person. And the cameraman said, yeah, I'm suing. I said, if you don't, you a fool. Because he hit you. And he didn't have to. He could have just walked past and kept going. But that ain't what he did. So hopefully this all get worked out. But Trey Songz team coming out blaming paparazzi, was being aggressive and stuff like this. But I said, the footage tells a different thing. I don't know. He'll get out of it somehow. Trey Songz been getting out of a lot of things. Slickly slick. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this whole thing. Let me move on to the next thing that I got up, and that is Miss Tamar Braxton. So Tamar ended up coming out. She actually is teaming up with, I forget the name. I just forgot the name. Damn. She's teaming up with some organization to actually give awareness to prevention of HIV for women. And I think this is a great thing, to help out with everything, because a lot of people forget that you out here doing the things you do, and you be having unprotected, what, with these men, and you don't know who they been slipping and sliding through. Just because they say I love you, you the only one I've been messing with, don't mean nothing, girl. That's why they got prep and all this prep and everything else, so that you can protect yourself. You know, you got to care more about you. Stop caring about that person, because most likely they don't care about you. They care about them and what they need. And she teaming up with them in partnership, and she gonna be a part of it to give more um, awareness to it. And congratulations to you, Tamar. So that's what she's doing. Let's move on to the next. And we got that is Eady from Atlanta Housewives. So she ended up coming out and doing a little 1-2 video type of thing to give out her outfit that she was supposed to wear to the reunion and stuff. I said the outfit was cute. I said it was cute, girl. I said, okay, girl, this a little nice. I said it's a little late. I said I wish you would have went, but I understood why you didn't, because she came out with a statement saying that I ain't go because my mental health. And I said, I said, I'm gonna be very honest. The way that it ended, yeah, I wouldn't have went either. I'm sorry, I wouldn't have went. I protect my mental health more than anything, because it was gonna be straight up bull. Because their whole Andy said, the whole left side, all them, I said, the new girls with Drew on the end, the old girl. That whole side was a joke. And I said they was about to pile on her. And I said it wouldn't have been no problem for her to get back with them, because she got the mouthpiece for it. But they were a joke. Because Shamia, you a liar. Angela, you a straight up, bona fide, dirty, old liar. Kelly, girl, you wouldn't know the truth if it hit you in the face. And Drew, I just think you just play dumb too much. But you lied just to lie. But Edie ended up doing this little thing, showing off her outfit and stuff like that, and telling that this is the end. She's done with Atlanta Housewives. Supposedly, she's not coming back. That's what you say. Who knows? Who knows? She's still supposedly suing them. Bravo. We'll see how that goes. I haven't heard anything else about it. Good luck in your adventures that you may have. I said, because I actually liked the Britt Eady. I had no problem with her. I said, at all. Some people didn't like her, some people did. It's just what it is when you become a housewife. The ones y'all like Angela, that lying heifer. Can't stand her setting up that lie. But that's all I got for y'all. Let's move on to the next. I'm rambling. So let's get into the mess of the mess, and let's get into some good news on the good news, because Las Vegas has got this no on point. I said, baby, I've been waiting to go to Vegas. That's one of my bucket list trips to go is to Vegas. And I said, baby, now I have more than one reason to go. But I'm gonna have to go now, because I said we got boom. Oh baby, it's gonna be. I said they must want some drama up in there. I forget the casino is supposed to be at. They got a whole room set up for the Uno and everything. I said, this is gonna be off the chain. Cause you know these, I said, y'all don't understand. I said, I don't think them dealers ready for these people. I said, cause I want to know how they gonna do this and how it's gonna go. Cause I said, now you gambling, playing Uno. I said, this is gonna be crazy. And I said, oh, this gonna be some interesting stuff. I said, is they ready for that? And you know how I said, let's be real, you know how black people is in some Uno, in card games, period. It's some card games, you know, it's gonna be some problems. And then it's money on the money on the line, baby. It's gonna be issues like issues. But I said, yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I do hope it lasts. I hope it don't get. I hope people don't ruin it for everybody before it gets started. You know, you know how people do. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. Let's move on to the next thing I got up, and that would be. Oh God, she's back again. I gotta make this big because I forget what she was talking about. This is Claire. I forget this heifer name. This is Claire, the boxer. There we go. So she ended up posting something. What was it? I don't think nobody should walk out to. Okay. So she said, I don't think nobody should walk out to lean back no more. I said, girl, I said, so this was her little comeback to. She went to a boxing event this past weekend where she was there and Remy Ma was there too. So Remy was there. Remy was there with Fat Joe. So Remy and Fat Joe was there to perform and also see the match, see the boxing match. And Carissa was there to watch the match. And it was on opposite side of the boxing ring watching. So, you know, everybody, you know, the blogs making a big deal out of it. And so she hit us back with this little shade. You know, nobody should be, you know, doing this little, you know, listening to or leaning back to the lean back anymore. I said, girl, go sit down and shut up. Cause I said, baby, I said, I only know you because you with Pampo. I said, cause other than that, I said, you getting on my nerves. I said, you was a little annoying. I said, you know, you good box. Your box. And I said, I seen the match or two of yours. I said, you good, but I said, it comes to social media. I said, you're annoying. Very annoying. And I said, it's irritating. And I said, in this hard on you have for Remy, you need to stop. Cause you say you don't argue over no man, you don't do none of that. But I said you got a hard on for Remy Ma. And I said, I don't get it. It's like that woman ain't stuck you. You with her husband. So be happy, girl. Be happy you got him. He need her to sign them papers. Cause yeah, so you can just zip it. Finally. But that's all I got for y'all. You know, Remy ain't said nothing about it. And I thank God she haven't said anything. Cause it's not worth your time, Remy. You better than that. You better than that. Your son got his own issue going on. You need to be focused on you and your child, your children, and that's it. But that's all that I got for y'all today. Hold up. Yeah, that's all that I got for y'all today. It's your boy Paul. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, join the channel, y'all. You know, you just joining. You came in, you came through, you came to check out what's going on. All you gotta do is just click that button. Click the like button. Don't hurt. It don't hurt. You can click the subscribe button just to keep yourself updated on what's going on when I get on here or post stuff. You know, but thank y'all for tuning in. But let me see if anybody in the chat or anything before I get up off of here. Okay. Have a nice day. Bye, y'all.